Today we're talking about how to get new personal training clients fast, and I think this is always a topic that is top of mind for fit pros and gym owners alike. People want clients, they need clients, especially this time of year, I think. So James, actually you've got a bit of tough love to start with, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. We'll give you solutions, I promise you. We're going to give you solutions. However, you've got to look at yourselves in the mirror. And the reason you probably need clients fast is because of the actions you've taken in the last 90 days. You've only got yourself to blame. What's happening today is the result of what you've been doing for the last 90 days. And more than likely, you have not been marketing your business. And the bigger thing that I see, and the bigger theme that we see across the board now is, have you actually been helpful for people? Right? I know you think you can help them in terms of their day-to-day fitness, getting here, but what else have you been helpful in to draw people in? Have you been sharing advice? Have you been sharing tips? Are people seeing you present everywhere and seeing you actually help people? So, bit of tough love. You've only got yourself to blame right now if you're in this position. However, we'll give you some strategies, but you need to make sure you don't get into this position ever again. And it starts with actioning some of this stuff, but also starting to think about being helpful as opposed to just trying to market and being reactionary to get clients in all the time. Andrew, would you agree on that?
Absolutely. I was thinking back as you were saying that, back in the day where I would be on the roller coaster where I would have clients, I was busy, I was working in my business, everything was great. But then for whatever reason you lose clients, they come to the end of their term or whatever, and suddenly you're looking at the blank spaces in your calendar and you're thinking, oh, I've got to start marketing again. And you've got to get that momentum cranked up again, and it becomes, as I say, that roller coaster. But using it as examples, numerous times I've worked with clients, and you always have these what we call superstar clients. They've had success, and their colleagues are always, what have you done? What's the magic bullet? How have you achieved those results? And the answer is always the same. It's what they did. As you're saying, that over the 90 days prior, they got the momentum going. So it almost acts like a flywheel then, that they've got that consistency in play to find those good quality leads that they're wanting so that their businesses can thrive. So it's momentum and consistency is key.
Okay, so they've made the mistake. They haven't done the work in the last 90 days. Let's look at start afresh today. What are some of the key strategies they need to start doing now from today to have that success in 2-3 months' time?
Right, so first thing I'll start off with very quickly is, very easiest and simplest way is, rather than trying to find new clients and new leads, let's go back to past clients and past people you've worked with to start speaking to them and going, hey, do you need help with your fitness training? Because sometimes that's the fastest way to get clients in, is to go back to old past clients, as long as you've got their data and their information on hand, to go back to them and go, hey, I'm around, do you need any help? So you need to reach out and start contacting past clients to come and start working with you again. That's the easiest and fastest way to try and find people who've already paid you money for your services. And as long as you've done a good job, hopefully, depending on life circumstances, we can get them back in to start working with you again. So that's my top tip there. Very simple. Look at past clients who are no longer with you to be the people to come and draw them back in first.
So that comes under reactivations. What about referrals, Andrew?
That's the second one in the list in my book. Again, we're looking at that low-hanging fruit. So it's people that we are currently working with, people that we know, reaching out to them. They're the ideal types of clients you want to be working with. So the birds of a feather flock together. So they're going to have friends, colleagues, family members who would benefit from your services as well. So having that conversation with them and having some form of potential reward scheme in play that benefits them and gives them an easy way to refer that friend or family member to you. And again, because that client already knows you, then the element of trust is already in place. So it's an easier sign up for them, because that person will know what you charge, what your services offer, and what results that they can expect.
Cool. What about contacting prospects? So there maybe people have come to your website, downloaded some of your content, a free ebook or something, or maybe they've emailed you with a question in the past, or they've had a strategy call perhaps, but for whatever reason they haven't taken you up on your services. How would you go about contacting potential prospects?
Yeah, great question on that. I'd say literally. So again, most people in these circumstances don't have an email list, or they don't have a system of emailing people properly. So again, that's something you need to think about moving forwards. But yeah, so anybody who's contacted you in the past, if you're on a newsletter, you're going to just send them out a quick email. There's a classic, Andrew, I'll bring you into this, the classic 9-word email. Do you know, explain to people what that 9-word email is, what they say?
Absolutely. It's a strategy formulated by, I think it's Dean Jackson. You can search for him online. Dean Jackson 9-word email. But essentially it would be, James, are you still interested in boot camp? James, are you still interested in a sports massage? That type of approach. And there's nuances to that. There's an expansion on that, which is the 21-word email, where you might, again, look to be helpful, where if you know what the prospect was initially contacting you for, you can then go back to them. And it doesn't have to be email if you've not got their email. This could be a DM, it could be a WhatsApp, it could be a text. The actual strategy in contacting them doesn't really matter. It's the message you convey that is key here. And the approach I would take would be, hey, James, you were interested in overcoming knee pain. Here's an article I found online which I thought might be helpful. Sending that helpful content, that's not your own generated content is going to resonate with James in this example. And that then prompts him to come back to you and say, hey, thanks for that. That was very useful. And it opens up that communication, that conversation then that you can then follow up with that person and say, hey, how's things, and so on. And that can ultimately lead then, when the time's right, that you can say, hey, we've got this new package that we put together, which would be ideal for you. Would you like to learn more?
That's a really good point. It's starting conversation. So a lot of people make the mistake of going out for sales first. But if you want clients fast, it's to spark conversations and interest and be helpful. Again, this theme of going back to being helpful with people. That's a really good example, that 9-word and 21-word email system of getting it out. So yeah, again, if you type in 21-word email onto Google, you'll find that system and that structure to give you an idea of where to go about it.
Cool. So that's in-house, that's reactivations, referrals, and obviously contacting prospects. What about outside of that, like obviously having the very basics in place, your website, having a clear message? And James, you said something about staying top of mind.
Yeah, staying top of mind. So let's be, again, you want clients fast. Building a website is not the fast approach right now. It's going to take you ages to get it done. So you've got to think about fast. So again, it goes back to social media. Like Bruce, again, one of our VIPs the other day, guess what he did? He did a post on video. He did a video post for the first time in ages the other day on Facebook. And guess what happened? He's got one lead for a small group personal training consultation. And he's got 2 new gym members because he just posted a video of himself online. So share something helpful online in terms of your demographic, answer a question, be present. Just say, hey, I've got a new XYZ program. If anyone's interested, let me know. Something along these lines. Just start posting a bit more on social media and being helpful to get you top of mind, to draw people into you that way. And do it from your personal page and your business page to try and get as much reach as possible. Because you never know, somebody out there, one of your friends, family may want to come and work with you too. So it's a mixture of stuff here now you've got to play. But that's a simple play in terms of quick strategies to get you in.
Exactly. So, guys, you've got to start putting the work in now and you will reap the benefits in 90 days. That is it for today. Please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. And if you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed and you want some help, go to strengthmatters.com and book yourself in for a free strategy call.